morning, everybody. Good morning. It's a rainy day out here. It's a rainy day. Yeah. But I'm gonna get right into this, right? So I promised you guys I was gonna have a video downshifting. So we covered upshifting. So now we're gonna cover downshifting. So I'm gonna jump right into this. So I'm gonna briefly go over that upshifting one more time, just to go over it again real quick, and then we're gonna jump right into the downshifting. So again, here's your pattern. So this is shifting for an 18 speed. You have your first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, then you go back up to fifth, 6, 7, 8. So your first gear is also your fifth gear. Your second gear is also your sixth gear. Your third gear is also your seventh gear, and your fourth gear is also your eighth gear. And again, as I said before, the reason it's 18 speed is because each gear has a high range and a low range, which makes this 16 gears, but then you also have these two that makes it 18. So the pattern is really up, down, over, up, down, and then back over, up, down, up, down. That's the pattern. You just split each gear that you're in. And so you'll be driving in first gear and low range, and then you'll put your splitter up, take your foot off the throttle. Once you put your foot back on the throttle, that's shifting you into your high range of first gear. And so again, as I said, I'm not going to take too much time on this because we already covered shifting up, but you'll be in first gear, low, foot off the throttle. Well, you'll have your foot on the throttle while you're driving. You put your splitter up, take your foot off the throttle, and then back on. Now you're in high 1. Now while you're driving along, take your splitter down and put it down, go down into second gear. Now you're driving. While you're driving, put your splitter up. Put your splitter up while you're driving, and then take your foot off the throttle. Take your foot off the throttle. And then when you put it right back on, that's gonna put you in your next gear. And that's what you do, so on and so forth. So now we're driving along. We've already worked all the way up to our 10th gear. We're in our 18th gear. Now we need to start downshifting. But you're in 18 high. So now what happens is, all you do the opposite way. You're driving along, foot's on the throttle, take your splitter, put it down so we can go 18 low or 8th low. Take your foot off the throttle, put it back on, now you're in that low range. Now we gotta go back, put our splitter up while we're driving along, put our splitter up, because now we wanna go up to 7th, because we're downshifting, right? So now we're in 7th, we're driving because we already shifted up into 7th high. We're still downshifting, so our foot's off the throttle. We either got the Jake brake on, or you're just letting momentum slow you down, or you're using your brake. So as you're driving along, now what you do is you take your splitter while you're driving and you put your splitter down. And now you rev the engine with your throttle, with the throttle, rev the engine up. Now that's gonna put you in a low 7. We're still slowing down, so put our splitter back up, come on down to 6th gear. Now we're in 6th gear. We're in high 6. Slowing down, put our splitter down, rev on the engine. Now we're in low 6. Slowing down, splitter up. Now we're up we just shifted into high 5. Slowing down. We're slowing down. Now we put our splitter down. rev on the engine, now we're in low 5. And then so forth and so forth going down. If you guys got any questions, just comment. And if anything I say is not clear enough, if you comment and let me know, I'll definitely get back to you. I'll definitely comment back. I love interaction. I love feedback, and I love interaction with other drivers. So if you guys got any questions or anything like that, just comment and I'll get back to you. So now I'm gonna do a demonstration and we're gonna show you downshifting. All right. Guys, so I'm gonna show you guys now. So right now I'm in my high 8th gear. My exit's about a half a mile, so I'm gonna let off the throttle and let my Jake slow me down a little bit. While I'm slowing down, I'm gonna put my splitter down to go to low 8. I'm gonna hit the throttle. Now that just put me in low 8. I'm gonna put my splitter up to go up to 7. I'm gonna shift. Now I'm in low 7. I'm in high 7. I put my splitter down. Now I'm in low 7. And right now I'm gonna give it some fuel to get to the get on the off ramp. But now I'm in low 7. I'm gonna put my splitter up so I can go to high 6. Shift down. High 6, splitter down, fuel. Low 6, splitter up, 5th. Now I'm in high 5th, splitter down, fuel, low 5th. No, I won't downshift anymore. I'll just I'll break it down all the way or let the Jake break me down. My Jakes really sound bad right now. It's been raining all day and water and got all in my straight stacks, and it sounds bad, but that's pretty much my downshifting. I usually typically downshift, I want to say about maybe 3-4 gears. 3 gears. 4 gears the most I'll downshift. And that's really it. I don't use the clutch. There's no need to use the clutch. There's no need for the clutch. And yeah, that's pretty much, that's downshifting. There's a lot that can go wrong downshifting, especially if you're frantic and you're trying to hurry up and slow down. If I can only get 2 downshifts in, then so be it. I only get 2 downshifts in. Sometimes you may give it too much fuel when you're shifting for your splitter, and your RPMs are too high or too low, and it doesn't catch the gear. So there's certain things that can go wrong, and if that happens, just simply back out of it and reset and do it over again. But make sure you're not picking up speed when you're trying to slow down, trying to figure it out. If by all means everything fails, just use your brake, watch your speed. I know at 45 miles per hour, I should be up in 7th gear. I know at 35 miles per hour, I should be down in 6th. And if I'm anywhere at 25 miles per hour and 30, I should be up in 5th gear. So, for whatever reason, I went from 7th gear and had to slow down and hit the brake and slow down really fast. I gotta get myself back in gear. Now I'm gonna jump up in 5th. I'm skipping 6. I'm going straight from 7th up to 5th. And that's just knowing where you are over time. You'll kind of get that for the new guys. But yeah, that's pretty much downshifting. If there's any, put my windows up because I'm yelling and my throat's killing me. If there's any questions you guys have, Any comments, concerns? If I missed anything, feel free to comment, and by all means, you know, feel free to comment. All right, you guys, take care.